The global population is growing towards 10 billion people by 2050. And to feed these people, food production must grow by 70%. The food challenge will be much more enormous here in sub-Saharan Africa, where population is projected to more than double in the same period from today's 800 million to 1.7 billion people. And to feed these mouths, food production must grow by about 300%. Whereas food security presents an enormous challenge going forward, the real challenge lies in the fact that there will be a growing pressure on soil and water resources and general biodiversity in pursuit for increased food production. Smallholding agriculture in sub-Saharan Africa is one of the biggest culprits for environmental destruction and climate change, but also the biggest victims for the consequences. Aware of this dilemma, the Ecological Organic Agriculture Initiative, widely known as EOA, was established in 2012 by the African Union Commission with the overall aim of mainstreaming organic agriculture and sustainable food production systems into national agriculture systems and promoting ecologically sound strategies and practices for food production.
The EOA was basically, let me say, started as ideas from different partners, different institutions involved in organic agriculture across the region for the need to mainstream organic agriculture across the continent. And so we had an initial workshop in Kenya where we brought together various stakeholders across the region and also some development partners who are so keen on this process to brainstorm on the best way that we could undertake this process of developing ecological organic agriculture across the continent.
Ecological organic agriculture is a holistic system that sustains the health of ecosystems and relies on functional cycles adapted to local conditions rather than the use of synthetic inputs which have adverse effects to total health of humans, animals, plants and the environment. In Uganda, the EOA initiative is being implemented by several implementing partners under the auspice of the National Organic Agriculture Movement of Uganda, NOGAMU, as the country lead organization.
From around 2010-2011, when the ideas for the EOA were starting, if you look at now, there's quite a lot of development which have taken place from the initial inception of the EOA initiative idea up to now when we are implementing quite a number of programs under the Ecological Organic Agriculture Initiative. But for me, the most important development or the most important initiative, achievement which we have so far realized as a result of the EOA initiative is the bringing together the various partners and organizing a framework under which all partners from the public and private sector are actually working together to advance the development of the sector and exploit the huge opportunities which are coming our way.
When EOA came on board, each of the pillars was being implemented separately. But the networking and partnership pillar brings together all the pillar implementing partners, and this means increased collaboration, increased awareness amongst the collaborators, the implementing partners, because we meet quarterly, and through these meetings, each of the pillar implementing partners shares what their pillar is doing.
EOA discourages the use of agricultural practices that promote the use of genetically modified and synthetic inputs.
Kulima nva n'ebibala naye nga tubirimira ku mutindo nga tukozeseza fertilizer bine bijingirire tukozesa ebigimusa bye tugezaako ebyobutonde.
It works in partnership with farmers, communities, respecting their wisdom and indigenous agricultural knowledge.
Kati wano tuyina ente zino tuzijjamu obusabuno, oluvannyuma lw'okujjamu obusabuno tubutereka wano ne tububikako okulaba nti enkuba tebukuba, oluvannyuma lw'okumala emyezi 2 buba buvundidde ddala. Bwe tubujja wano tubutwala ne tutabika mu ttaka. Bwe tutabika mu ttaka eryo, ettaka lye tutabikamu n'obusabuno nga tumaze okulikungunta, ekyo kisobola okuyamba ekirime okuba nti kikula mu nkula entuufu, nga kikula nga kifunye ebiriisa ebikimala ate nga tukozesezza bya kizungu, nga tukozesezza obusa obutwetoolodde awamu n'omusulo ogw'ente. Ensanafu ziva mu bibiri omwo ne zijja naye zituyamba nnyo mu kulya obuwuka, kubanga ensanafu bwe zisaasaanirawo era tuzeetaaga nnyo. Bwe tulaba we ziri tuzikuuma nnyo okulaba nti bwe zijja ziba zizze zituyamba okukendeeza ku buwuka obwali badde bulumba ebirime byaffe.
EOA asserts the transformative power of inclusiveness, especially that of engaging women and youth as key actors in taking the EOA agenda to the family unit and forward into the future.
Ku nnimiro eno tulinako best practices ze tukozesa okusobola okulima ebintu bino ebiri organic. Ekisookera ddala tulinako swamp eno gye tulaba twagirekawo purposely okuuma amazzi. Tugezaako okukuuma obutonde, emiti egyo gyonna gye mulaba tugirekawo olw'ekyo tusobole okufuna amazzi ge tukozesa okufukiriza ebirime bino. Best practice endala gye tulina wano ye ya water conservation. Amazzi ago tutema emyalo egyo nga bwe mugiraba okutambuza amazzi. Tulina n'ebidiba reservoirs mwe tuteeka empiira ne tufukirira ebirime. Ekitukozesa ekyo tubeere n'amazzi all year round, tube nga tufulumya biki ebirime.
EOA believes in the right of all African households to nutritious and healthy foods. It believes in reclaiming the lost environmental integrity and embracing biodiversity, through which Africa will sustainably feed herself and build sustainable markets to build a world that leaves no one behind, as proclaimed in the new Sustainable Development Agenda. Through this initiative, NOGAMU has continued to develop value chains and markets for the organic products, linking farmers and processors to the consumers and coordinating the entire organic value chain.
We are here at the Victoria Mall in Entebbe at an exclusive organic market organized by NOGAMU, and this is a place where people come to find the finest of organic products produced and sourced from organic farmers across the country. As you may see, this product has the Kirmo High organic mark, the East African standard mark for organic products. And forget about the markets, the agricultural markets where markets are dirty in very bad neighborhoods. Things have changed. The organic markets are now cool and trendy in very organized neighborhoods, in very organized and tranquil places with great shopping experiences, as you may see at the mall. People coming to enjoy the finest coffee, doing shopping, going to the cinema, but coming here to buy organic products.
The organic farmers markets are organized by NOGAMU and Knight Frank. And the main idea about these markets is to make them, to popularize organic products consumption on the local markets. There's lots of demand that have been happening from the NOGAMU organic outlets and trade fair participation. We've had a lot of interest of people that are asking for specifically organized organic farmer markets where they can come and meet the farmers and shop organic products. So this idea was basically developed by the Organic Farmers Committee in NOGAMU, and the whole idea was how do we bring the farmer to the marketplace so that the farmer can hear from the market what exactly the consumer wants, and the consumer can hear from the farmer what it takes to grow the organic products that they consume in their homes every day. For the consumer, what he has to know is that for these kinds of markets, he can be 100% guaranteed that for everything he buys in these markets, it's organic.
In the next coming years, under this EOA project, we hope that farmers will be able to access even more markets, not only the local markets. They'll be able to upgrade, and some of them will start supplying regional markets, while we expect some of them to go even higher and supply international markets, because we have seen the demand is high and it is growing.
The increased awareness on ecological organic agriculture that we attribute to the EOA directorate that was published. 500 copies were published and distributed in partnership with NOGAMU, and this clearly profiles a number of actors across the entire value chain in EOA. So this has been quite a major achievement because it provides a guiding tool for all the actors. It's a one-stop center for all the contacts within the EOA fraternity, and it also provides a little bit of a synopsis of what these players are providing in the agriculture sector.
The participation in BioFAC was also a good achievement. This is I would say it's one of the most important events in the EOA fraternity. So having Uganda was represented, of course NOGAMU also was supporting other partners to participate, as together with PELAM. Also we supported other partners to participate. I think we had a good representation as Uganda, and it's something that we also actually hope that we could keep on seeing as we move forward.
Through the EOA Initiative ICT pillar, Makerere University, together with the Agrit Institute, have put up information and communication strategies and infrastructure.
When we interviewed several farmers, they told us they needed communication tools that enable them to create and share content efficiently and effectively. Therefore, we created different social media accounts that will help creation and sharing of this content. We've also developed a website that you can visit at www.allorganic.ug to see the current state of the organic sector in Uganda.
When we joined the Ecological Organic Agriculture Initiative about 2 years ago, we found the organic sector in Uganda had really done so much. But the real challenge was information and communication forward only within the organizations in the organic sector. So they were pretty much preaching to the converted. So we needed to capture and aggregate useful messages and information and make it reach a wider audience in a usable and scalable manner. So we developed information and communication strategies, and the quickest thing we could do is to go to social media, because we understood that so many people and so many young people, for example, and the general public were using one or more social media platforms. So we developed social media accounts for the project, for the EO project on Facebook and Twitter, and captured videos which we posted on YouTube, and we gathered a very huge following in a very short period of time. For example, in the first few months of our interventions, we saw like almost 2,000 followers on Facebook, and so that means every time we reached out with messages of EOA, we were able to reach that pretty much a big number of people, followers.
We appreciate the fact that we've had this Ecological Organic Agriculture project, because it has helped us to focus our research and take it to the users, rather than keeping this information within ourselves, within our shelves. This is because while we do this research within the university in collaboration with the partners, it is very important that this research goes to the end users, and therefore the information and communication technology, or the dissemination of this information that has been enabled by this Ecological Organic Agriculture project, is so crucial to us, to help us take the information to the people who need it.
Internet is very crucial in farming. You can get information about the markets, you can get information about the farming, crop rotation, whatever, by using internet. So wherever you're going into farming, don't forget internet system.
We knew we needed to engage in dialogues and proper engagement with government, with civil society organizations. So we started hosting high-level conferences and dialogue. Our first conference was in November of 2015 at Makerere University, that had a focus on how we can use organic agriculture and ICTs to achieve the sustainable development agenda.
ICT can offer simple and complicated solutions.
Trees into farming is not only a good way to mitigate climate change, it's a good way to hang on to more of the topsoil, to retain more water in the soil as well. So there's some good farm production, environmental conservation, as well as climate change value to integrating trees into the farm.
Opportunity is, can we work together with the agriculturalists, with the tourism people, and put this content together, and then these platforms will have a net value for Uganda and also the youth.
And that was a high-level conference that attracted members of the civil society and government and young innovators and students to engage in valuable and very interactive discussions.
Many rural organic farmers and farmer groups have been strengthening their ecological farming practices because of the interventions of EOA.
Kola ebintu bino nga tukozesa enkola ya participatory grant system eyatendekebwa aba NOGAMU ku organic standards oba East African standards, nga ekigendererwa kwe kulaba nti omuntu ono alira ddala ekintu ekinamugasa mu bulamu bwe, nga tekikoma kumugasa mu bulamu bwe bwokka n'eggwanga lirina okutwaliramu.
There is no doubt that the EOA initiative has started on a journey that is contributing to achieving a sustainable Africa.